I mean, it's a basil infused tequila.
Okay.
And then I put like some chambord, which is like a berry liqueur.
Yeah.
Strawberry puree, lime juice.
Ooh, that looks good. Thank you.
It's kind of like an odd flavor profile, but it's really good.
That's
But if
awesome.
you don't like it, you can be honest with me. My feelings are good.
I like it.
You like it?
Yep. Thank you. All right, see here. All right. Hello. Future videos, close, StreamYard. One minute here. Edit. Customize. What? Redirect. Oh, I see. I don't want to go live. Webcam, public. Playlist. No. Save. Okay. Hello. 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 Something's up with the mic. Can anyone even hear me right now or no? Or for breaks, close. What is this? Oh, I see. It's quite odd. Manage. Channel level setting. How about manage? Use default overlay. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, I do. Oh, you can hear me? Interesting. I might have to find a better spot for this. Yo, I do. Pop out chat. Can you guys hear me pretty good or no? Or should I find a different spot? I hear you. Oh, cool. What's up, Misha? How are you? Misha. Clear. Oh, good. Okay. 100. Alrighty. So let me see where the student questions are on here somewhere. Here they are. Okay, we got a question from Ashley, Marcus, Brittany, Jason, and Lauren. Cool. More. And, cool. I hear you clear. All right, that's good. I hope everyone's doing good today. What is it? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How do I share this? All right, let me just email everyone real quick so they know. Now that I have this working and everything. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. Let's go into Locator IQ and blast everyone now. I'm at this restaurant, this mid-rise restaurant called Urban Rooftop. My friend Harley's working the bar, so we get free drinks. Let's see, boom. 971 824. There we go. All right, I'm about to text everyone and email everyone using Locator IQ CRM. So that way people know that we're doing this late. We're actually like an hour and a half late. These are normally at 5 p.m. CST, but I had a late one today with students signing up and everything. We had a lot of students sign up to our programs over the last 2 days, so I've been busy with that. Let's see here. Contacts. Yes. All right. List is safe email blast. All right, and then more send SMS. This one. Join our weekly apartment locator Q&A on YouTube here. I like this drink, Harley. I like it. It's good, yo. Wow. Join our weekly. I might have to pull. Can I pull away for like 30 minutes? I have to do like this live stream Q&A and like answer questions and stuff. Can I just like go to the balcony or something? Yeah, and I'll come right back. Okay, sweet. Just so you know, I'm not disappearing. Okay, thank you. Join our weekly apartment Q&A on YouTube. Here, boom. Boom. Send. Oh, whoops. Q&A text. All right, I'm gonna blast it on Locator IQ. Boom. All right, that's going. Now I'm gonna email everyone. Send email. Confirm and proceed. Q&A email. And so join our live stream Q&A now. Cool. Let's say join us on YouTube right now. And so pay. Oh, whoops. Click here. Bro. All right. Here, put this new window. Save. Join us on YouTube right now. Ask me anything about real estate or locating. Real estate or locating. Cool. And we're going to send that. Send email. All right. Is your internet's good? Nice. Goddamn. Our waitress is cool. All right, I'm about to change positions here. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Let's see. Uh-oh. Hello. Hey, jamming. Oh, wait, so you guys can hear me. All right, let's see. That's good. That's good. I might just step outside though, because it's kind of loud in here. I think. Is it loud? And can you guys hear me? Can you please let me know? Hi. Jamming. Okay. Uh, Come on, StreamYard. Nope. Entering. Wow. It's like, why do I pay for? Yes, I can hear. Kelly, what's up, Kelly? Okay. Oh, that's cool. It's Khalil. Okay. Flip Flop TJ. Good evening. Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? I'll just give everyone like 5 minutes to hop on here, and then I'll answer some questions and stuff. Say hi to Cooper. Okay, let's see. Cool microphone glasses. Yeah. Adrian says, Coop. The Coop. They're just right now. I just texted everyone just now and emailed them. So okay, let's see, eight so far. I want to say hi to Coop there. Hi to everyone here. Kind of dirty. All right, let's see here. Let me answer one question before I move outside. Start responding soon. We're still gonna always go good without. Okay, so Brandon, what's up, Brandon? I'm getting leads from Facebook Marketplace, but a lot of them either stop responding or say they're just looking. How do you qualify those leads quickly without wasting a ton of time? And what does your follow up look like if they ghost you? All right, so it's like a two-part question. Enough work tomorrow. I'd be down to check out the garden party. Okay. So basically, Brandon, Facebook Marketplace, unlike other platforms, allows you to do a couple of really cool things. It gives you a competitive advantage as far as organic lead gen. The big thing about Marketplace is you can upload actual videos on there, and that's really helpful because what we teach is like you do a quick 5-second intro, like this is the best deal in North Austin that I've ever seen in my life with 1 month free. Then you roll the video walkthrough, right? And after the video walkthrough, which is what people care about when they're looking for apartments on Marketplace, you do an outro of 5 seconds and you're like, hey, shoot me a message and I can set up a tour today. Boom, right? And so you can't really do that. You can't upload videos like that on other free organic platforms like Craigslist, Nextdoor, et cetera, et cetera. We used to use Rent Links. Like you can't do that on there. So you have to use Marketplace, first of all, to its full potential, right? I also, the last image of Marketplace, because Marketplace allows you to add more images than like Craigslist, right? We're talking about the free organic platforms. The last image should be like your business card with your number on there and a QR code, right? So that way they know like that they can contact you through the image. A lot of the times Facebook will like suppress phone numbers in the description or flag your ads. So it's just good to like the description, keep it short, talk about the location, talk about like if it's in around Lakeline Mall in Northwest Austin, be like, this is a luxury apartment built 2024 in Lakeline, right by Lakeline Mall in Northwest Austin with 2 months free. Contact me to schedule a tour. Like keep the description short and sweet. Talk about the special, and that's it. And then I would put my phone number as a picture of your business card. Like that's just like the cleanest way you can run an ad. But you do want to utilize Facebook for that, right? Now, when people message you, instead of going back and forth trying to do pre-qual over Messenger, your only one goal on Marketplace is to just entice them to give you a call or you call them, right? It's better if you get their number because then you can control it, right? So what we're teaching now, because back in the day it was like a 3-step process on like respond like this, respond like that, respond like that. What I'm teaching nowadays that I'm realizing is working better since our programs are ever evolving when I come up with stuff that works better, right? Is you want to entice them in one reply that they should contact you or ask for their number in one reply. Don't go back and forth and try to do pre-qual over Messenger because it's a cold lead. Even though they need help with an apartment and they like what you're posting, they don't really know you or what's going on. So your only job is to like entice them to get on the phone. So when people hit me up and they're like, "Is this available? I'm interested." I just hit them with a one text reply, and I'm like, "Absolutely, this is like the best deal in all of Lakeline Mall X area in Lakeline Mall that I've ever seen. Please give me a call today so I can set up a tour for you before we miss the special." And then I like you can ask for their number within that message, or a lot of the times like a more smoother approach is like you send your number, right? That's the only thing you have to get better at is like building that first initial reply to make it exciting. Don't be so dry and neutral. Don't be like, "Yes, it's available, what's your number?" Or like, "Yes, it's available, when are you trying to move in?" Don't reply like that. Your only goal for these organic ads is to entice someone to be like, "Oh shit, I should call them." That's your only that's your only task, right? It's much different when you lead gen with paid advertising. Like that's a whole different world over free marketplace posting, right? Like with paid ads, it's a lot better because they see a whole professional ad that you filmed, so they get to know you. It lands them to the survey, so you get the prequel automatically, right? And so they're getting warmer while they're going through the ad and the survey. Then they're landing on your calendar, and they book either a Zoom call or you call them back. Like that process is a lot different, right? So like that, it's ideal when you run paid ads because you can just put money into it. If your ad is good, your survey is good and short, like people just book Zoom calls with you, and you can build automations around that and just show up to appointments. So yeah, obviously in an ideal world, running paid ads as a locator is superior, but when you first get started, you're not like running paid ads on day one. So you have to just understand that these free platforms exist, but you have to make the most out of them. Like upload a tour video, do a little 5-second intro, entice people on one message to get on the phone with you. It's not, you don't be so dry. Otherwise, no one will reply to you. You know what I mean? They're going to just go to apartments.com. So, like, that's what you have to understand. When someone hits you up on your apartment ad on Marketplace, you must entice them to get on the phone with you. Otherwise, if you're too bland, they're just going to go say, "You know what, screw this. I'm going to go to apartments.com and figure it out myself." So you have to make it seem like it's like a hidden gem that they just found talking to you, right? That's what you have to understand about marketplace ads and utilize it. So like the first thing I do is I respond with that text, and I'm like, "Yo, this is," and I'm down to earth. I'm not even that professional with grammar, and people convert better. So I reply, and I'm like, "Yo, this is like the best deal I've ever seen in Lakeline Mall, and they're doing 2 months free right now. You need to give me a call so I can set up a tour today or on Saturday before it's off the market." Boom, I send that over, and then my second follow-up message is voice chat. Because on Marketplace, they actually allow you to voice chat, reply to people, which is super powerful because your voice is huge. It just tells someone instantly you're not a scam. So this my second follow-up message is always like a voice chat. And I just, say whatever comes to mind. I'm like, I hit them with that enticing text. I send them their number, and then I'll voice chat, and I'll say, "Hey, what's up? This is Pierre Meji, by the way. I'm with NAL. Hey, thanks for so much for contacting us. This is actually like the best deal we've seen all month on this apartment at Lakeline, and it's crazy that they're doing 2 months free right now. So that's not normally like a regular thing for this community. So, anyways, my service is totally free. If you want to set up a tour, give me a call or shoot me your number, and I'll help you out for free." Like I send that over voice, and people are like, "Oh, it's a real person," right? And they get all excited, and then they actually call me or they give me their number. That's how you have to roll on Facebook Marketplace. If you just do a bunch of dry responses like, "Yes, when is your move-in date?" no one's going to reply to you, and you're going to get ghosted. So hopefully that was helpful, Brandon. If they do ghost you, I like to, because you're the second part of your question is like what does your follow up look like if they ghost you? So I'm organizing everything. All right, I gotta find a better spot. Hold on, it's too loud in here. The second part is what does your follow up look like? So if you're using Locator IQ, follow up is automated. Like if you're organizing your leads in Locator IQ pipeline, the second they don't reply to you for X amount of days, like 7 days, Locator IQ automatically recognizes that and it pushes them into a sequence of emails and texts and voicemail of like good deals and specials based on whatever AI is writing for you automatically, and it ends every message in an open-ended question. That's how you defeat ghosting. It's not that hard to defeat ghosting. Like just use an AI sequence, right? So like if you have a good CRM, because here's the thing: people ask us like, do you really need a Locator IQ or a fancy CRM to do locating? Well, no, you don't need a fancy CRM. You could just use Trello for free and then have pipeline management that way. But if you do use a good sophisticated tool like Locator IQ, there's just more built-in like brain power and automations and AI. So for me, when people ghost me, I don't even really worry about that anymore because as long as I know I put them into Locator IQ under pipeline management, when if someone doesn't reply back to me for 7 days, which is how I configured it, I already know it's going to push them over to the feeding ghosting automation for me, right? And that'll be like a text every other day and a voicemail and an email, and it's like, hey, we just Citizen House in Georgetown's doing 2 months free and a gift card. That's a crazy deal. Are you still looking to rent? Open-ended question. And it's going to shoot them that for one day. If that doesn't work, the next day it's like, hey, we started doing client rebates for a $200 dining voucher, for the rest of this month. Are you still looking to, get an apartment? Open-ended question. So it's hitting them with different angles of like rebates, a good deal over here, good deal over there. And then as long as they just reply, then it effectively defeats ghosting for you. So it like as long the answer to your question, Brandon, is like if you're just using Locator IQ, you don't have to worry about like what your follow-up plan is. It's all automated. Amanda. What's up, Amanda? Let's see here. When you have a client who wants a luxury apartment, but their income, credit, or rental history doesn't really match what they're asking for, how do you reset their expectations without making them feel judged or losing the client? Oh, okay. That's actually a really good question, Amanda. That's like one of the better questions someone has asked. Long time no talk, Amanda. How are you doing? First of all, but yeah. So listen, like as long as you don't. What I find in my experience is like as long as you don't beat around the bush and you just tell people straightforward like what the deal is, a lot of the times they appreciate it. So like your question is like there's a situation where let's say she makes 4,000 a month, but the apartment that she wants is 1,500 a month for the one bedroom. So like she has to technically make 4,500 a month, but she makes 4,000 a month. So the income isn't quite there, but you know that this is the best deal for a luxury class A. So what you really just have to say in that, like, I know you don't want to insult your client, but you have to let them know. Sometimes I like to use their name when I tell them harsh truths of the world, and I'm like, let's say her name is Jessica or something. I would say like, listen, Jessica. So this is how apartment approval process looks like. When they take the base rent, and you must be able to show 3 times the rent as your gross income before taxes. It's just a reality of how things work. And if you're not quite at that 3x times the rent, they will just deny you based off of the income limitation. So as long as you just like tell them and frame it like this is what how the apartment qualifying works, like it's not me, I'm just explaining to you how it works. A lot of the times if you explain in a clear manner, use their first name, they just don't get offended. So you can tell her like based on your income, Jessica, unless you have someone else moving in with you, because then we can combine the incomes. Like I always try to be hopeful with my responses, and I'm like, I'm not necessarily saying no to her, but I'm giving her another solution as well. Even though I know that might not work for her. I'm like, if you have someone else applying with you, Jessica, then you can combine the incomes. So it's like it gives her like a way to do it, you know. But I'm like, but the reality is you're at 4,000, so what you can qualify for right now is like 1,350 a month, right? and I'm happy to find you an apartment. It'll probably be Class B, but I can get you a 1 month free. It'll be a really good deal, and we can get you qualified for 1350, unless you have someone else applying with you, right? So I don't know. I just explain to them straightforward like what the deal is, and then I like to use their first name a lot. And for me, that works, and they're not really offended. Like adults just understand as long as your approach it like it's all about tone of voice. It's not even like what you say; it's like how you say it, and that's what really matters. What I've learned over the years is like so like communication with communication, um tone of voice and body language is like 80% of communication. It's literally like 20% or less are the actual words that you use. It took me a long time to actually understand as an adult, but like the words that you actually use is like less than 20% of actual communication. It's more like tone and body language that communicates with people more. Isn't that weird? You would think it'd be words. Okay, let's see here. Chris, if I'm trying to own one, so Chris, what's up, Chris? If I, is your name short for Christian, or is it just actually Chris? If I'm trying to own one specific submarket, it sounds like you just started our program because you, the way you're asking this question. How many properties should I really know? Well, should I be calling every property regularly for pricing and specials, or is there a more efficient way to stay updated? Yeah, Chris. Okay, it sounds like you just started. So, like, it's good that you're focusing on one submarket, not like the whole city or like a whole northern hemisphere. That's a mistake. So it's good that you're like zoning in on that. If you could actually reply, Chris, with your actual specific submarket, I can give you more feedback. I don't know if you're still on the live, but I can help you more in particular. But how many properties should you really know well when you first start off? Like five, like just know five really well. So like if you're locating in Cedar Park, Texas, which is northwest Austin, like know five really good deals. And not five random apartments, but like manipulate your database the way our program shows you in the master class. Like there's a science to it. And then once you find five gems, just know those five good deals well, like the back of your hand. And you will just make money off those five alone. Like you don't even have to know anything else. Just know five really good deals in one little submarket, and you can literally do six figures. It's crazy, this business. But so the answer is like five. If you know five decently good deals because you put in the time and the work to manipulate your database and sort and then find the deals that you would actually lease at, then you can make six figures off of five properties in like one little submarket. It's true because those buildings, the occupancy rate always fluctuates. People move out, people move in, people move out, people move in. If you just know five buildings, just you rinse and repeat. It literally takes five move-ins to do six figures in a year. Like five people times 2,000 is 10,000 a month. I've done 25 move-ins, guys. You can do five. You know what I mean? Just do five two-bedroom move-ins, and you're at 10 grand a month. It's crazy. Okay. So that's the answer is five. Then your next question, Chris, is like, should I be calling every property regularly for pricing and specials, or is there a more efficient way to stay updated? Yeah, man, sign up for Spark database or Smart Locating, Smart Apartment Data. Sign up for one of those two, and that will give you like 80% accurate prices. Because sometimes they're like a week off or 2 weeks off, like worst case scenario, like a month off of pricing. So it's like, yeah, it's not always accurate, but you can easily hop on the website. You can click the little shortcut buttons on the databases, hop on the website and check for the live pricing yourself. So like it's still a good tool to have. Every locator should have a database. So yeah, just sign up for those databases. Don't just call over and over again, Chris, just to find out pricing. Because the other thing is like these properties are on pricing dynamic softwares like LRO or YieldStar, and so a lot of that take those softwares that the price manages the pricing for these apartments. They run off of a lot of different factors, like how many times someone actually showed the unit, uh, how many days on the market it's been, the size compared to what's available. So there's different factors that change the price literally every 2 days on these pricing dynamics. So like one unit could be like 950 one day, and 2 days later it can be like 1015. And so like it's pointless to keep calling every day. You just want a tool to kind of show you really fast, like the majority, like almost accurate pricing, right? So you have an idea of the range. You send that out to a couple clients, and then if they're really interested, you can check the website then for live pricing. I've got two more questions from our students that we have to prioritize. Then I'll go in the chat. So if you guys have like questions and everything, just pop them in the chat, and I will answer them as soon as I'm done with like Danielle's question, and then Michael has a question as well. And these are like masterclass students, so we have to prioritize them first and answer their questions. But then I'll go through the chat. Someone said they jamming. Good evening. What's up, Cooper? Two people called you out. That's, that's funny. What's up, Cooper? All right, let's see here. Kill this real quick. Oh damn. I think Harley, Madison, and that other chick are gonna want to hang out like in a couple hours. Um, the Italian chick was cool though. I like the Italian chick. Hopefully she comes out tonight. All right, let's see here. Um, let's see. Because she had a French name, and I told her I was Argentinian, and my name is French, Pierre. And she tripped out about that. She was like, "Oh, it's like I'm Italian, you're Argentinian. We have French names." And I was like, "Okay, okay." All right, Danielle, what's your process when a client says they put your name down as their locator, but the apartment later claims they weren't referred by you? Yeah, there's ways. What should I be documenting from the beginning to protect my commission? Great question, Danielle. Clearly, you haven't finished our program because we answered that in comprehensively. So, finish the program. It'll answer all your questions. I get it though. People just don't finish digital courses like 100% nowadays anymore. That's why I do these live streams. So yeah, I get that a lot, Danielle. Like, your client tells you they wrote your name down, but really they didn't. And so the property's like they didn't list you under how were you referred. What can you do to like protect your commission and collect anyways, right? So yeah, it's not hard, Danielle. Like, first of all, you can just call in. Literally, let me take it to like level 1 support, level 2 support, and level 3 support that like helps you the most. Okay. So number one, level 1, you can just straight up call and explain yourself. And like a lot of the times, if you're friendly over the phone, they will understand. And I've done that a lot. I'll just call a staff and I'm like, hey, it's Pierre with NAL. Hey, listen, I just referred over Danielle as my client. She forgot to write my name on the app. I know it happens like 5 times a month for us. People just forget. But I do have a guest card if you want to take a look at it. It's dated. We did help her. She's a client of ours. Do you mind just helping us with payment on this? A lot of it's like 50-50. A lot of the times we're like, yeah, we got you, especially if you've like leased there before. If you've leased like even 2 people at a building before and they know you and they've paid you before, they're like, oh yeah, Pierre, yeah, I got you. You're good, right? So that's why building relationships is important. But or they could just say sorry, no. So then you're screwed. So then let me explain level 2 support. All right. So level 2 support is if when you sent that person to tour that apartment, if you faxed over or emailed over, because no one uses fax anymore, but I know locators still use it. That's why I said fax. But if you emailed over the guest card the day that they toured, which personally I don't anymore because I work Zoom calls. I'll explain that on level 3 support of protecting your commission in just a second. But I don't really work with guest. I don't send guest cards every time my client tours an apartment, but a lot of locators do because they don't know my Zoom technique. I'll explain in a second. But if you did send over a guest card and email it to them, you can pull up that email and you can say, hey, listen, I got this email on Gmail date stamp, like where I sent you a guest card. So clearly, she's my client. And a lot of the times that bumps you up from hoping a staff is friendly to like, all right, you got documented proof. A lot of the times that works, right? And if you forward that email to them and then attach any kind of text screenshots at all that you've had with the client, then that helps, right? So that's like level two support. Like attach screenshots of text, forward her the email of the guest card that you sent the day they toured, and you're good. Okay. Now let me explain level three, like ultimate support against defending your commissions from being jeopardized. And this level three is the best kind of support. And then you don't even need to work with guest cards anymore, like me. So what I do is at some point in your career, you will stop doing Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and Nextdoor ads, and you will just exclusively run off of paid advertisement because you will realize that it's better in every single way is paid ads. Maybe influencer shout outs, you can argue, might be just as good or better than paid ads. But at some point in your career, especially if you go through our program, you will run paid advertising. So with paid advertising, I lead generate automatically, pre-qualify people automatically. They land on my calendar, book a Zoom call. So initially, when I do the Zoom call, there's a lot of benefits. I can build rapport easier, like we're on this video. They can see me, they know my name, they hear my voice. So then respect goes up, and they want to not ghost you as often because they've already met you almost in person. It's a weird human psychological thing. Like when someone sees you over video and hears you, they want to respect you more. They're like, I can't waste this person's time. I just did a 10-minute video call with them. It's going to make me look bad. They know what I look like. So like people respect you more. So that helps with closing. But the thing is, I have Zoom Pro. So I can auto record all of my calls, and Zoom will date stamp and everything, like the recorded calls. So every single Zoom call that I do initially is recorded. So this is great if you're a team leader or a broker as well. Like, wouldn't you want all of your agents to do initial Zoom calls so their conversion rate increases and you can record all of their calls? And so that way you can even review past successful calls and see what worked well just by reviewing the calls with everyone as a team. So there's so many benefits of working this way with paid ads to a survey to a calendar to Zoom. I explain more on this in my book, The Lucrative Locator Tricks of the Trade. It's on Amazon. It's like $12. So, anyways, because of that, it also doubles up as ultimate support for protecting your commission. So if a property says, "Hey Pierre, like your client didn't write the name on the application. Sorry, we're not paying you." I'll reply politely, but I'm like, no, 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 no. This is definitely our client. We are representing her, and I want to share with you the proof. And so in the proof, I'm like, this is the date stamp pre-recorded Zoom call of the initial whole appointment that we did with this client on Zoom. And I share the Zoom link because it's auto recorded. And I'm like, additionally, and I attach my guest card, which is really just a screenshot of Locator IQ inside of the pipeline area. I just pull up the card and screenshot it. So that counts as my guest card because it looks like a guest card and it's date stamped as well. So I just attach the guest card and I point at the recorded Zoom video and I'm like, just watch the appointment. It's my client. And then they see the whole 10-minute appointment and it's like, hi, and it's me doing all the work. And so when I send that over, it's like a 100% like that they're going to pay me rate, unless like someone has a vendetta against you or something, or they hate you for some reason, or I don't know, like you walk to their property, you start breaking stuff. Like unless you walked into their property and started breaking stuff, like it works 100% of the time when you share a pre-recorded Zoom call, because they're like, it's just like you doing the work right in front of their face. So that's like the ultimate level of support. Okay. Michael, I understand how to find apartments for people, but I'm struggling with actually converting leads into tours and applications. What do you say on that first phone call to create urgency and get someone to actually take the next step? Yeah, we talked about this early on, Michael. Well written question. So remember, like, don't worry so much about the application. You can't control that. Your job is to just like push them to go tour. So when you're saying like you're having a hard time converting leads into tours and applications, well, you can't really handle the application part. You can only handle the tours. So don't make it less stressful for you. Don't be stressed about they're not applying. You can't control that. So like, but what you can control is like setting up more tours. So yeah, so you're asking like how do you convert leads into like actually going to tours? Part of that is like understanding your schedule. Like you have to know when these people are off. Like that's common sense. So like some people are off Wednesday and Wednesdays are Friday, right? Some people are off actually Saturday, like regular people. So part of what I do when I talk to someone is I ask them like, "Hey man, when's your next day off?" Right? Because I know that I'm going to send them to two places or so, maybe three, and that takes like 4 hours. So I'm like, when's your next day off? You know, and they'll tell me Wednesday. Actually, I have a weird schedule, so then I know like Wednesday I need to push them. So it's like understanding like what day first of all. What do you say on the on that first phone call to create urgency and get someone to actually take the next step? Yeah, it's like simple and quick, man. When I create urgency, it's not like this long pitch. It's simple and quick. It's like I call someone, I'm like, hey, is this Pierre with NAL? Yeah, you inquired about this crazy deal on this apartment. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, it's by Lakeline. Are you familiar with Lakeline? No, I'm not. Oh, well, where do you work? I work over here. Oh, yeah, that's really right next to Lakeline. So it makes sense that you're interested in this apartment. It's right by your work. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I've never seen an apartment this new doing 2 months free. That's like not even normal for that area. Honestly, can I set up a tour? When's your next day off? Like simple, like that. Then it's realistic. Don't do a long pitch. Just be like, I can't even believe I found this apartment for 2 months free. Like honestly, like can you tour now before they just stop running the special? And then they're like, yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. Well, when's your next day off? Well, I'm actually off Wednesdays because blah 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 blah. Well, great. Well, it's Tuesday today. Why don't I set it up for Wednesday? Go there. My team will know. I work directly with them. They'll know to give you a tour. Can you just please make sure that you let them know that you're working with Pierre Meji with NAL? It's 3 letters, NAL. Yeah, sure, I can do that. Awesome. Yeah, your rent stays the same. My service is free, and I actually get credited by the apartment. So it's amazing. I'll set it up for tomorrow. Can you do 2 p.m.? Like you recommend the time. Can you do 2 p.m.? That's like right after their lunch. Yeah, I definitely can. Oh, that's great. I'm not a morning person. Perfect. 2 p.m. it is. We'll see you there tomorrow. If I can make it, I'll show up. But if not, just let them know you're working with Pierre. Okay, sounds good. Perfect. I'll remind you tomorrow. Done. Like, that's it. That's the whole job. And then if they go, and they like the apartment, the staff, you have to understand, guys, like when you push people on tours, the staff, it's their job to also close them for you as well. Like, so when someone gives them a tour, they're also like trying to get them to apply, right? So that's why this job is cool. It's like you set up the tour remotely and then someone else closes them while you still get paid. So your job is to like create that enticing persuasion and just get them out. And it's simple. It doesn't have to be a long pitch. It can be like one sentence, whatever I just said on this live. Like just be like, yeah, hey, to be honest, I've never seen an apartment like do that big of a special for how new it is. Like, can you tour Wednesday, honestly, before this, flies off the market? Yes, I can. Perfect. Let's go Wednesday. Done. Done. 1 or 2 sentences. It's not a hard business. And then organize everything in Locator IQ. Like if you pop in notes on like how the conversation went, always in Locator IQ, you'll never be disorganized, even if you're working 100 leads. That's another thing we try to like drive into the brains of our students that sign up with us. Is we're like on every single successful contact, you have to build a habit of like going to Locator IQ, going to Pipeline, putting in a note on like what you just talked about. And if you can get into a habit of doing that with every successful contact, then you will never like forget anything. Like over the years, guys, I've probably missed out on like tens of thousands of dollars on people that probably got applied and were approved that I never followed up with. I was telling Cooper this the other day. I told Cooper that the other day. But yeah, I've probably missed out on like tens of thousands of dollars because I would like send someone out, entice them and everything, forget to take note of it in IQ. And like, I don't know, they probably toured and I just didn't follow up. They probably applied and got approved and I never sent an invoice. So there's probably like tens of thousands of dollars floating around that I could have received but I literally just forgot. Like I work like over 100 leads a month, especially back then when I was full time. It was like way over 100 leads a month, and I just forgot. Like thousands of dollars gone because I just forgot. So that's why we try to help people. Like every time you make contact, put in a note on like what you discussed, like how the conversation felt. And I'll put ridiculous shit in there. I'm like, she sounded awkward, but she still agreed to tour. Very awkward girl. Like, however it went, just put it in there so that way you never forget. And it takes like literally less than 1 minute, and then you're always on top of everything. So yeah, all right, that covers everything. What's up, man? Good. Let's see here. Ugh. Hey, Jam, and you good? Yes, I can hear. Good evening. What's up, everyone? Coop, what's up, man? I visit apartments weekly. Get to know the leasing agents at the top spots, and they will help with the sale. Oh yeah, that's what we just talked about. How the leasing agents at the apartments help with the sale. That's really cool. How do you incorporate locating with the tenant rep form from Trek? I don't use the tenant rep form. You don't need to use a tenant rep form. That's a NAR thing. The National Association of Realtors makes you do buyer reps and all these forms and shit. You don't need that as a locator. You don't need any contracts, no agreements, or no forms. So don't worry about that. Just keep it. It's probably probably your broker is telling you that you do because they're just like they're not well informed on what's happening. Let's see here. Honestly, this is what gets a lot of my clients questioning apartment locating being free. Yeah, I don't use forms, girl. Stop using forms. You don't have to. It's not even necessary. Is the book essentially the I mean, you can use a renter representation form if you want to, but you don't have to. And most of the market does not do that. Is the book essentially the program? No. The book cannot host videos. So it naturally it can't be. Is the book essentially the program? No. If the apartment doesn't co-op, is there a way to get paid from the client? Yeah, you can charge your clients if you want. We had some students that would like charge their clients, especially when paid ads would roll through. I have seen it work. You can like offset the cost of your paid ads, or actually in Boston and New York, they charge the actual renter for the service. It's like $500. I mean, you can double dip. You can charge the client and the apartment if you want. I've had students do that. I just don't because I just don't. But you can absolutely do that. That's what's cool about real estate. Everything's custom, so you can do whatever you want as long as it works for you. And let's see. I think that's about it. Let's see. Yep. All right, I covered everything. I covered all the student questions and then in the chat as well. So if you guys have any other questions, just pop them into the chat. If not, I might leave. I might leave now. Oh. Can I have one more, please? Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. He gave me his. I think he got lost. Oh, you did? Okay, thank you so much. Are you on your lunch break? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Never mind. No, that's okay. What was your name again? Sorry. Oh, Caitlin. Okay, nice to meet you, Caitlin. I'm Pierre. Nice to meet you. Cool dinner vibes. uh, okay, cool dinner vibes. Is the book essentially program? Is it current design co-authors or whether you get paid from the client? Okay, cool. All right, well, yeah, I guess this is. I'm gonna end it now. If you guys have more questions, just hit me on Instagram and I'll answer. All right, you guys. See you later. Bye.
You made it better? How could your the ice is